Hi, Stephanie. Milestone 2, Task 1, your long distance runner book cover. All right, so yeah, I read your statement here, thinking it was going to be a lot easier than it was. And yeah, a lot of times that'll happen. You go in thinking, this is going to be a piece of cake. And then there's something that kind of throws a monkey wrench into the whole thing, and it ends up not being as easy as you thought or hoped it would be. But that being said, if you hadn't have said anything, looking at these images, you've got some fantastic images going on in here, incorporating the different elements of design. You've got some beautiful light, like this one here. I love the light kind of outlining the side of his leg here and the hand. I think it's really striking. Um, you're filling the frame. You're not being way far off in the distance trying to photograph somebody, and that really adds a huge dimension to the images. So going through, I've said to previous students, I always go through and look at the contact sheets first and identify what I think are probably the strongest ones, and always hope that you've picked them out. Looking at the ones that you've got here, I'm going to zoom out so that we can see the entire thing in here. I liked this image. Just I think if we're going to place the text down in the lower portion of the image, you think the text here, then when we think about the photograph portion of the book cover, everything is going to be out of focus. There's really not going to be anything that's really tack sharp or have that feeling of being in focus. This one I thought worked out nicely too. A lot of space going on up here. You can put the text in there. Might get lost a little bit, so maybe use the white text. This one, I wasn't that didn't really, really shake me and say, look at me, this is all about long distance running. So that being said, the one that when I first opened up the contact sheets that really stood out to me, and it was one of those, boy, I hope this is in the final third, is this one right here. Um, you've got a really slow shutter speed, 1/5 of a second, and it's absolutely conveying the sense of motion. It's a little bit on the abstract side because obviously she's running while the exposure is going, but I think it works. Like even just the feeling of motion just in the sneakers. I mean, this completely abstract, but we know what it is, and I think that would really work. I like that image a whole lot, and I talked about that one already. So. You've got a lot of great images that absolutely would fulfill the requirements for an art director for this type of book. So all in all, great job. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate in shooting me an email.